Going twice. It says this Haynod is on the air. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday. It is March 17th, and this is the twice weekly edition of Lunch with Len. And for those of you who were on last week, I made an announcement that turned out to be a tad premature. I had a guest, I thought I had a guest lined up for today, and it turned out in the end that the guest, I just really, to be honest with you, I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently the guest was double booked and he had a conflict and he couldn't be here today. So I kindly let him off the hook and told him that I would tap dance. And I put up a post in the Lunch with Len group this morning and said, okay, we don't have a guest today. And I threw out 3 options for what to do today. And so I'm actually going to ask your opinion. So option number 1 is general conversation, which we do once a week about where we are and what we're doing with our businesses. Option number 2 is I have had 3 different people in the last week or so do a video chat with me about Funnelizer and how to do the integrations in Funnelizer. And so I could do some additional training on Funnelizer. Or 3, I can cover. I've been doing LinkedIn. I've done Terry's, at least part of Terry's training on LinkedIn, and I can show you what I'm doing in LinkedIn, and it does appear to be working. So I'm prepared to do any one of those things or anything that you folks may want to do.
I say LinkedIn.
Okay, we got a vote for LinkedIn. And for the folks that are out there in the chat that either don't have their makeup on or let's see, who just showed up? There's Larry. I'm going to bring Larry across. Larry just showed up. And I'm making the assumption, Rick, I see you. I'm making the assumption that you don't want to come across today, but that's you can tell me in the chat if you do. I'm more than happy.
Over, Rick.
More than happy to have you come over. But hey, Larry.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, did you hear what I? Okay, so I've got 2 votes for LinkedIn. I don't know. Did you hear what I said, Larry? The gentleman that I had mentioned last week that was scheduled for today canceled. I think we had a timing, and he couldn't be here. Let's just leave it at that. Because to be honest with you, I don't totally know exactly what happened, but I didn't know he wasn't going to be here until sort of the last minute. So anyhow, before I go on any further, we do have, and I have confirmed. We have a guest on Thursday that's going to be covering Google and how to get leads out of working with Google. So that should be pretty interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. So I had put out in the chat a little while ago that we could do LinkedIn or we could do a couple other things, and I've got 2 votes for LinkedIn. So
make it 3.
You got 3. All right. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do LinkedIn. So I am going.
Hold on, people. Where's the green?
Pardon me?
Where's the green?
Green what?
St. Patty's Day.
Oh. Well, it is a. You know what? I blew it, and I'm Irish. Mooney is an Irish name with an Irish coat of arms, and here I am sitting with my white on. I can't find any green anywhere. I blew it. What can I do? I mean, I can run to my bedroom and try to find a green shirt, but
that's all right.
I that could take a while. Okay, I'm going to go to screen share.
I'm going to go mute.
Huh? All right, and everyone's going to tell me that, especially the people in the chat, we're going to make sure that they can see what's going on, and I am at screen share. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my LinkedIn page. So I assume that you can see the LinkedIn page. Anybody? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see it. We can see it.
Okay. Okay, so now if you don't have a LinkedIn account, LinkedIn.com will take you there, and you will have to set up an account. You don't have to pay for premium services. This is just a free account, and there is a profile. So you notice that I clicked on profile, and what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to throw up a PowerPoint slide that I prepared for you. What do you want on your profile? You want it just like any other profile in any of the other media we use. You want a decent picture of yourself. You don't want to put up anything about your biz op or your opportunity. Just leave that out of there completely, because you don't want people going out and searching. It's the same thing we do every place else. You don't want people, like I'm in World Ventures, you all know that. We don't want to put World Ventures up on my profile because we don't want people going out there searching on it. We want them to talk to us. We might want to make a comment about being an entrepreneur and helping people. That's what we do. And we don't want to put a website up, like a duplicated website, unless if it's value. So in my case, I could put up lenmonmundy.com, and I think that would be okay. Now, I'm not 100% certain that I have actually done everything that I said in that, but nevertheless, I haven't really worked all that much on my profile. So I, in fact, do have World Ventures up there, and I should probably take it out. So those comments they came from Terry's training and what he does with LinkedIn. So what you're about to see here is, for all intents and purposes, what Terry does with LinkedIn and what he's teaching on. It's a synopsis of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the search window, and we're going to search for groups. And now, since I live in San Diego or near San Diego, I chose to search for groups in San Diego. Terry searches for groups near where he lives. You can search for groups near where you live. And here I am, the result of the search, 3,506 results for groups in San Diego. So the message there is that you can probably keep yourself busy for a fair amount of time. But if you start scrolling down through these groups, and you notice I have 10 pages of groups here, and if I click on page 10, I'll get another bunch of pages. So the bottom line here is that there are tons of groups in the San Diego area. And I'm not going to go through all of these groups or all these pages with you. There's no reason to do that. But if you start to use LinkedIn, this is where you're going to start. You're going to start with a list of groups. And so let's just say that you found a group that you're interested in. San Diego State College of Business. Okay, fine. I can view the group, and I can make a decision whether or not I want to go join the group. And there's the join button at the top. This group has 749 members. Now, that's probably not one I'm interested in, but nevertheless, let me flip backwards. Nevertheless, almost all the groups either have a join button right there. And I'm going to go to page 4. Because I think page 4 has a group that I actually joined. But San Diego Entrepreneurs Exchange. I guess I haven't joined it, but that might be an interesting group. We're sales and business development professionals, but you get the idea. So you're going to search through these groups, and you're going to find. In my case, I found 2 that I joined. So let me go back up to my menu bar here and click on interests, because under interests, you will now see the groups that I have joined. And these are all the features we're going to use. That's it. We're going to just go search for groups. We're going to find a group or 2, and we're going to join them. Now you can see that I joined the San Diego Entrepreneur and Small Business Meetup group. And I also asked to join the San Diego Entrepreneurs and Exchange group, and my membership is pending there. For some reason, it hasn't been approved. Don't know why, several days. Maybe they're sleeping on the job. Here's interesting. I might be interested in MLM Pros, and I can join that group. In fact, I think I will just join that group. Just click on it and tell it it's reached its maximum number of members allowed. I guess I won't join that group today. Okay, fine. Let's go back. So here's the group, this group that I did join, San Diego Entrepreneurs and Small Business Members. So let me click on it. And here's the group. And I'm a member of the group. Now, you do want to become a member of the group. So here's members. And that's basically it. You're going to search for groups, going to find a group to join. And once you join the group and get accepted, you're going to click on members. And then you're going to start connecting with members. So just to show you that this actually works, for example, I will show you, let me see if I can find him here. I will show you, and I'm going to show you the messages that are being used to make these connections. So here, this guy, Baha, let me show you the message. I sent him the sequence of messages I'm about to show you, and he responded back to me. So you can see here that he responded to me. Here's the message I sent to him. He responded back. I asked him if I could send him my link, and that's somewhere here. And he said, sure. Somewhere in here, it says, maybe I'm not seeing his answers back. No, I'm seeing his answers. Anyhow, there was a message back to me that he would take a look at the group, the link that he wanted to. And now here's all the messages. So, but bottom line is this. I sent a message to this guy. He answered me back. I then sent him the second message, and I'm going to show you those messages in a minute. And then he said, sure, I'd like to take a look. I'm interested. And I sent him the link. And now I have to follow up with him. So what are the messages? Here they are. And I can post them. I'll be happy to post this out in the Facebook group, in our Lunch with Len group. So here are the messages. And by the way, before I go through those, let me go back to the groups again and show you this. This is important. When I go for the members, notice when I start down through the members here, there's a button that says connect. And let me go, because a lot of these I've already messaged. Want to find one that has the message button. Oh, right, there's one, the message button. What we're doing is we're not connecting. We're just sending a message. Okay? Not connecting, just sending a message. And what are the messages? The first message is this simple. Hi, first name. I see we're both members of the group, whatever it is. Way cool. I would love to learn more about what you do and get connected on LinkedIn. And then ... Len. And that's it. That's the first message. Terry has a lot more experience than I do, and I'll tell you what he says. He says, these are all professional people, and many of them will message you back. And in the case of the fellow that I was just showing you, he messaged me back. So here's the second message, and this is the critical one. The subject is, hi, first name, thanks for the connection. And the second message is, again, hi, first name, thank you for adding me to your network. So great to connect with you. So we're thanking them. Maybe something like, hope your week has gotten off to a great start, or hope you're having a good weekend or something. I'd love to know more about what you do and help you in any way I can. So we're posturing ourselves as being willing to help this person. And then here it is. I'm an executive recruiter with, in my case, it's a travel company that is aggressively expanding in the San Diego market. We're looking for some sharp people to work with. You're, of course, going to change that to whatever your company is, a health and wellness company, a fitness company, or whatever. Now, make them feel good. I want to reach out to everyone, and I have no idea if making money on the side is what you are looking to do now or something like that, or even an interest, but based on your resume, you seem like the type of person we are looking for. So I thought I would at least see if you are open or perhaps know someone sharp like yourself who who might be. If not, no big deal. I'd love to help you in any way I can. Once again, closing with an offer to help him. Please let me know either way. Take care, Len, okay? So we're looking for him to reply back and say, yeah, sure, making money on the side. I'm always interested in something like that. What do you got? And then we go to the next step, which is send him the link or ask him if we can get on the phone with him. So what I've done so far, and to be honest with you, I've just started this. I'm not real deep into it, but I am already seeing results coming back. People saying, yeah, sure, I'm interested in making money on the side. Send me the link or let me know what you're up to or something like that. And again, I can post these messages up there in the group, so you don't have to try to copy these things down word for word. And that's basically it. So very simple. Again, 2 messages. One says, I'd like to connect with you. And then the next one says, hey, just throwing this out there. I'm interested if you'd like to know anything about making some additional money on the side. I'm aggressively looking to expand in the San Diego market. And let me see if I can find him again. So now that we've looked at the messages, so you see the second message that I'm going out to him with. There it is. And please let me know one way or the other. And there's his response back. You're very welcome. It's a privilege to have you on board. And yes, sir, I'm very open to new ideas and new opportunities. I'm always looking for more, always looking more into ways of advancing my career in life. And I asked him a little bit about one of the things he does just to get to know him a little bit more. And then I asked him for a good email address and a phone number. And I got both of them. I sent him the link and I got his phone number. And what he hasn't given me is the best time to contact him. Well, but he said to reach him anytime after 10 a.m. and before 9 p.m. on Monday through Friday. So I'm going to be giving him a call today. Questions? Is anybody still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, that's basically it. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. It's that simple, and I haven't been as aggressive as Terry is. He goes out first thing in the morning every day, he says, and he does 40 to 50 names every day. That's a lot, and especially because I'm also doing Facebook and I'm also doing the list that we've been doing through Bert, Chris, what's it, MLM Recruit on Demand.
Yes.
So I've been making a minimum of 20 phone calls a day on that list, and trying to keep up with my Facebook as well. So I'm not willing to go out and do 40 a day on LinkedIn, not just yet. I'm basically just seeing how well this works. But that's what we're doing. So looking, Larry, you didn't come over. What happened?
I think he got bumped off.
Let me try him again.
I think he's asking if you had any success with MLM Rod.
Trying to bring him over. There he is again.
I got knocked off.
You bouncing in and out, are you?
Yeah, I'm bouncing in and out.
Okay. MLM Rod. Believe it or not, yeah. If you can see these pages, they are full. I've got 3 pages of phone numbers. I'm not having a lot. I mean, these are people I've called. I'm writing them down as I call them, just so I can keep track of who I called. And my reason for doing that also is if I get a call back, I can quickly scan down the list and match up a phone number and know who I'm talking to. I've had a couple of callbacks. My link is currently out being looked at. I believe that I've had 4 people say, yeah, I'd like to take a look at the link. I've had 2 or 3 no interest, and I actually have 2 phone calls that I have to make this afternoon, one at 1 o'clock, one at 3 o'clock, that are follow-up calls. They're appointments I have with people that are looking at the link. And this is my World Ventures link. It's not MLSP. So that's where I'm at with it. Approximately 60 phone calls. I think out of the 60, I'm going to say maybe 6 people have said, yeah, I'll look at the link. 2 of them have said no, and I have 4 to follow up with. I think those are accurate numbers. That's where I'm at. I see a message here. Okay, I guess that was you, Larry. And I think, Vicky, I already answered the answer with LinkedIn. LinkedIn runs a little bit slower on, when you do this sort of thing on Facebook, you get sometimes responses almost immediately. LinkedIn, because it's all via email, takes a little longer, runs a little slower. So I'll be in a better position in a week or 2 to tell you what my real luck is. But so far, like I showed you, the one guy, Bob, I'm getting people to respond back.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah, it's a numbers game again. So.
All right.
Go ahead.
I have a question, Len. With this list of 100 people, have you gone through the whole list yet?
No. And in fact, are you actually doing it, Larry?
I got it the end of last week. I haven't touched it yet.
Okay. No, I haven't gone through 100 names. I've gone through about 60.
Okay.
And but there's also something here that really, really, really has me confused. And there's the MLM ROD list, and then there's the get response list, and they don't seem to be the same list. I can't match people up on the get response list with the MLM ROD list, so they seem to be 2 different lists. I don't really understand where the get response list is coming from.
It's not get response, it's magic response, or response magic.
Okay, whatever. It's got the word response in there. That one, yeah, that one. Sorry.
That's
Okay.
their built-in autoresponder.
I understand, but so I'm getting emails every day with a message that says so and so has filled out the form, and what does the message say? Every day, and these are the ones that I've been calling, by the way. Hello, Len. First name, last name, has just filled out your form titled LP and has been entered into your Response Magic account. Now, and I've actually connected with Ryan, the guy that runs this thing, on Facebook, and I sent him a message, but he hasn't answered it back, and I sent a message to support. So the email messages say that they filled out a form titled LP. What is that?
Beats me. I have never got one of those messages.
All right. No. Yeah. Bert had the same response. All right. And the people that are on the Response Magic account list, that list, seem to be different names than the ones that are on the MLM RUD list.
I haven't looked at it in a while. I know you can broadcast out of there.
Yeah, and so I'm really confused about these lists and where the names are coming from. Now I know on the MLM ROD list we're supposed to use the scripts as written, and etc. It seems like on the get response list that those people have a different level of qualification. They've just filled out some sort of a form that says they're interested, and I've talked to several people that say, yeah, they did. They filled out a form. So I'm trying to figure out what that is, because that to me is a different level that's a different conversation. Hey, a lead comes in, you say, hey, you just filled out a form saying you want some information about the home-based businesses. What are you looking for? That's a different conversation than, hey, I got your name off of blah, 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 and gee, I wonder if you could point me in the right direction. So, anyhow, I'm still sorting it out, and to be honest, pardon me?
I'll have to go in and look at that.
I'm more than happy to, we got 2 or 3 people here. Maybe we can get together and have a work session and just work together on this thing and put together what each one of us knows and try to sort it out. Because I'm certainly not right at this point. I have the MLM RUD list, the Recruit on Demand list. And I believe that has 100 names in it, and I haven't touched that list because I also have this this Response Magic list, which has now, late yesterday it had 56 names. Today I think it has about 65 or 70, and that's the one I've been calling, and I've called about 60 names off of that list.
And what are they saying? I mean, you're not using the script because they're not part of MLM Rod.
I have used the script on some of them to see what their response is, and I have not used the script to see what their response is. And I'm getting people that said that, yeah, I filled out a form, and I'm getting other people that said, no, I didn't. So,
what I wonder, have these people been involved? Like MLM Rod people are supposed to have been involved in home business at one point. Are these people involved also?
They seem to have been. Yeah. In the case of MLM Rod, or in the case of all these people, I can tell you that not all of them have been involved in a home-based business. Some of them say they have been, or a network marketing business. And I had one guy the other day say, "Oh no, I never touched that stuff." And I had one person last night tell me her husband was interested, but he found out it was a scam. And of course, I assured them that what I have isn't a scam, and they should take a look at it. He's one of the ones I have to call back today. So, I don't have enough hard data to really say for sure.
I'm going to have to go look in my Response Magic and see what's in there. I have never looked over there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's different. It's different. So.
Because I just keep getting messages from them telling them that I'm over and I need to upgrade or get rid of some of them.
Yeah. Okay. And Vicki, no, I haven't done the Craigslist, but that training is it tomorrow or Thursday night this week? I think it's Thursday night this week. Terry's doing the Craigslist training.
Well, then you can share with us.
Okay. I can do that.
Hey, Len, I'm going to have to talk to you later, buddy, on this MLM Rod thing.
Yeah.
I was going to the main setup page, and it said that I got to enter a custom URL.
That's your business, your business.
So it would be just Remarkable, my Vima business?
Yes, you're going to lead with your business, and if they're not interested in looking at another business, then you offer MLM Rod to them. Say, well, this is how I found you. Everybody needs leads. Would you like to take a look at this? And then you can send them the other link.
Yeah. Well, I'm also trying to get back to Bert and clarify a couple of things, because one of the things that he told me is that he was going to talk to me about how he transitions over to MLSP. Because, to be honest with you, I really want to get some MLSP leads going. That's what I've been focusing on.
That might be the link that I'm going to put up, because my Vima one that I have for that doesn't really have a cookie for me.
Yeah.
For what they want me to show.
Yeah.
I think I've got an MLSP funnel up right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've got an MLSP. I've got a custom one that I can just send people.
Well, yeah. The trick here is, if I understand, a lot of these people aren't currently in a network marketing company. So MLSP probably wouldn't be the right thing to do with them, but maybe it is. I don't know. So again, Chris, you've got more experience than I do. I've got more than you, Larry, and we're all trying to sort this out. So once again, I'll toss the idea that we could potentially get together and just do a work session on nothing but MLM Rod and try to figure this out.
Okay. I like that.
Okay. So when would you guys like to do that?
I don't know if you guys have time tomorrow. I've got during the day tomorrow. I can set up time, or Thursday morning. I get together Tuesdays and Thursdays. Before this, I get together with Rick Johnson.
Right.
So we do that. We want to get it done so we can get to lunch with Len.
Okay. But you and Rick are going to be on next Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't wait, Rick.
Personally, I would prefer to do tomorrow morning. Thursday's a slam day for me, as you know. I've got 3 webinars Thursday, and usually, to be honest with you, I'm scrambling on Thursday to get ready for my Profit with Len webinar, because it's like, okay, it's coming now. You better get the material together.
I got a question. What time is good for you?
I gotta take Buttons to the vet. I have to leave here by 10 Pacific, so it's got to be earlier than that.
For me, what time zone are you in, Larry?
Central, the greatest time zone ever.
Okay. So early morning Pacific, 8 or 9 o'clock Pacific works fine for me tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's do 8, so that
8?
I got plenty of time.
8
Okay.
Pacific. All right, so we're going to do a Hey Knot?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, 8 Pacific. I'll set up a Hey Knot. It'll be called MLM Rod Review or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And well, that's it. And in fact, why don't both of you? No, never mind. I have your emails. I'll set you up as panelists, so you'll come straight in. The 3 of us will just come straight.
Okay.
Okay. That sounds good.
There?
That's good.
Okay.
That's great for me.
I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock then. I'm going to kill this. And anybody else have any questions? Vicky, Rick, who else is out there? Let me look. Vicky, Michael. Michael, do you got any questions today? Anything that you want addressed? Mike, would you put if you're still there, I assume you're still there, looks like you are, put up a yay or nay in the chat so I don't hang up on you here. I'm waiting for the chat to catch up.
Chat.
Yeah. Chat?
I'm finished with lunch.
Cool. Mail order tacos.
Yep.
Someday we're going to go to Chris's house for lunch with Len. We're going to talk. Okie doke. I'm still not hearing from Michael. I'm waiting for Michael. And anybody who wants to drop off can. I'm going to kill the broadcast as soon as I hear from Michael one way or the other. And Thursday we're doing Google, and next week we're doing Larry. Cool. Maybe Michael left. Or maybe he turned off his computer. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Okay. I don't use LinkedIn a lot. Okay, no questions. Well, Michael, none of us do. That's why we're learning it, because it's a new place to look for leads, and it's a place to get professional leads. And at least the fellow that sort of started on this, Terry Grimal, is having a lot of success with it. So I'm looking at it, and that's what we're doing. We're looking at it. So. Alrighty then, guys. I'm going to kill the broadcast. The mouse is hovering over stop broadcast. Going once, going twice.